Hi guys, Kieran here from Healing Journey. Listen guys, I'm back on here to talk to you about a promise I made to you a few weeks ago. I told you that I would come on and I would discuss everything to do with COPD, all of the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and the sideways, and all the stuff that nobody wanted to talk about. Because at the time I felt it was a brilliant idea to do that. Since then I've been pondering in my head, what should I make a video about? Should I do this, or should I talk about anxiety or depression, or where am I going to go with it? So it ended up that the last few weeks probably been the worst time of my life, worst time of my journey, because in searching for the next thing to talk about, I had to search back through the files in my head of my own journey, and I had to go back through and find horror stories, because that's quite simply what this is. But I had to find the stories and the events associated to them, and it meant that quite simply I was reliving all of this crap that I put behind me. And I discovered over the last few weeks that my anger was coming back, my temper was coming back, my feelings of hopelessness and uselessness and all that shit was all coming back. And it only dawned on me a few days ago that, hang on a second, you're bringing all of this crap onto yourself. Let me just stop there for a second. A couple of years ago, I discovered that while my lungs were fucked, my brain was fine. And I knew that if I got my head right, I could fix the problem with my lungs. Now, to say that COPD is a progressive and aggressive disease and there's no cure for it and it gets worse and worse and it doesn't get better or better, I disagree with them on that. The reason I disagree with them is very simple. I was on oxygen 24/7 when I came out of hospital in 2017. I was told I was on it for the rest of my life. I would never be off it. A year and a half later, I was off oxygen completely. I remained off it for about a year and a half, and then I got a flare-up, pretty bad one. I went back into hospital and I came back out, and I was using oxygen again. Now, I wasn't using it to the same level as I was before, but I was using it. I was 24/7 again. And since then, I brought it right back that now I only use it at night. Not every night. Some nights I need it, some nights I don't. But that's in a disease that's supposed to be progressive and it's supposed to get worse and worse and worse. The reason it stopped its tracks for me, it wasn't because I have superpowers, or because I kissed the Blarney Stone, or there was nothing hocus pocus about it. There was nothing, no magic pill or potion that done this. The only thing I done is I worked on my brain. I worked on how I thought about it, how much energy I was going to give it on a daily basis. Was I going to feed it with all the boo-hoo sad stories? Because when you do that, you're trapped, you're caught. You're like a rabbit in a snare, you can't go anywhere. You're just caught, you're in a trap. You want to go forward, you want to go back, you want to give out yourself for coming out and getting caught. There's nothing you can do, you're caught. There's no point in reliving the shit in the past. You have to move beyond it. So my only message here is that while initially I agreed that I was going to come on and I was going to talk about everything about COPD and I would talk about my story, I'm not. It's sending me back to do that. I'm not going back. You want to go back? Away with you. I'm not going back. I'm going forward. I want to take my life back. I want to put a bit of quality back into my life. I can't do that with my head in the past. Nobody can. So I'm breaking that word. That promise is shattered, it's gone. I will talk about COPD. I will help anybody that wants to come on and ask me any questions about it. But I'd be more interested in talking to people about getting your head right. Maybe doing a few meditations, a few talks about the attitude of gratitude, and how you can put a bit of positivity back into a life, and put quality back into your life, and allow yourself the opportunity to live a full and happy life, instead of being a victim to a disease you've no control over, and handing all of your control to people who don't have the time to take care of you, and people who will give you opinions based on crap that they're seeing on Google. Come on, guys. Everybody has the right to be happy. Everybody has the right to have a quality of life, a better quality of life than they currently have. If we're thinking hoo-hoo and doom and gloom, our life is going to be crap. So, take the word of an idiot, fool, a fella that almost went back down the road of the boo-hoo, poor me syndrome again. Don't do that to yourself. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for the life you have. Be thankful for the I'm going to leave it there, lads. I'm going to come back on, and the next time I'm going to come back on, we're going to be talking about something nice and happy and something positive and something cheerful. And we're going to have something that'll put a bit of life back into things and give you a bit of a laugh and a bit of a joke and lift spirits instead of the boo-hoo stuff. Lads, I'm going to leave it there. Like the video, subscribe, pop something